Hi, Aries, and welcome to your Zodiac Tarotscope short and sweet messages and predictions, okay? This is your first reading for August. I'm going to be doing another towards the end, but remember, these are timeless, so whenever you see them, and they may be happening in the month of August for you, could already be happening, or going out a few weeks to a couple of months, right? So just keep that in mind, all right? And also, this is for your Aries sun, moon, rising, or if you have Venus in Aries, you can look at this from a romantic or platonic, okay, position. So just keep that in mind too. We're going to be talking about energy coming in and around you, as in events, situations, people, all right, and then what you may need to help you navigate this energy, and then advice and guidance. So let's get right into it for you, Aries. All right. We have door to personal healing and happiness. Well, that's really nice. Okay, let's get a tarot to go with it. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, so I just want to get a little more here. I've been very focused with this set here of looking at the number at the top, pardon me. That would be a 7. So is there choices? Is it a choice of walking through the door in order to get to your personal healing and happiness? Right? Sometimes we have to do a little bit of work to get there ourselves. So could that be it for you to get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Let's get a little more information here though. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man come out in one of the other signs, just maybe Aquarius, I think. And it's kind of very similar in the sense of, in order for you to walk through this door to personal healing and happiness, it's going to be different. For some of you, it's healing. For some of you, it's happiness. For some of you, you need to heal in order to have the happiness, right? And that can be healing from anything. But it's almost like there's going to be a situation or event or person coming in, that energy. It could even be straight from spirit, a little nudge or a situation that they orchestrate to help you out, where in order for you to go through, there's going to be something that you need to look at from a different perspective here with the Hanged Man. Okay, it may require you taking a time out and really thinking about this. Like, what does walking through this door mean? What work will I have to do? What exactly needs to be done? This is my goal, healing and happiness. But, you know, how am I going to come to that? And it requires you, and you can call on spirit, God, source, universe, or whomever to help guide you with this, right? So, you know, whether you pray, you meditate, you ask for answer, you ask for divine guidance to help you make the right choices to get you to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And it requires you looking at this differently, I want to say. Okay, so because you may say, you know what, I've tried many times before, Aries, right? Like, you know, I've tried to walk through that door before and nothing happens. I don't know why, but I want to say, if you call on spirit and if you're putting in a bit of work yourself, you might just get there this time, okay? So don't give up. Look at it from a different point of view, right? And maybe look from before and go, well, what could I do differently? You know, sometimes it's hard to be honest with ourselves, but if you're honest with yourself by looking at this from a different perspective, you may just see where you kind of went off the path the last time, if that's your story, all right? For some of you, you may never have tried before, so they're just saying, okay, let's really get clear about what it is here that needs to be done. So we'll leave that there. Let's get some further advice and guidance. Like, how can you navigate through this energy, right? So you know it's going to be there. There's going to be something that's going to trigger you where you finally may say, you know what? Enough of the old way or the way I am right now. you know what, I need to finally step through the door here. You know what, I'm tired of being on this side of the door where it's cloudy and rainy and dark. I want to move through to where it's bright and shiny and there's a rainbow. I just don't know how. That's where you go into Hanged Man. But let's get a little more advice here. Balance, centered energy, self-care. So for some of you, this may be about getting balanced. Okay, when we're juggling 101 things, not balanced. If you don't have a good home work-life balance, if you are scattered and just doing this, that, and everything, it's not balanced. Your energy is not centered, right? It's here, there, and everywhere. For some of you, self-care, which brings us back here to the healing, right? You need to take care of yourself. And that could be all this, I want to almost call it imbalance, right? Or being unbalanced is what is keeping you from being able to go through the door. Because there's just too much going on, right? It's like he's walking. Is this him? I almost want to say it's like he's on a ball on a tightrope bridge or something, right? And there's no side rails here. Like it's almost like being a little bit out of control. That's what I want to feel. That's what I feel it is, Aries. You know, just too many. I'm bad with sayings. You've just got your hand in too many pots, whatever that saying is. Ace of Cups. Here we go. This can be a brand new beginning for you, and one that's going to really emotionally balance you. Okay, here with the cups, but all aces are new beginnings. You know, this is maybe you finally finding a new beginning where joy comes back into your life, where you can be creative again. You know, for some of you, maybe you're very creative people, but life just has you so busy going here, there, and everywhere. You haven't even had time to do what brings you joy. For some of you, it could be you want the relationship, right? And the Ace of Cups is here, but again, so here, there, and everywhere, how could you possibly have time to date? You know, it's that kind of thing. So just know, again, that this is, you need to bring balance in. You need to get in flow, all right? Ebb and flow. Things should just work naturally and easy. They can't be forced and rushed. So there's that. Let's get a little more advice and guidance. I feel like this is really you looking at things from you want your happiness, right? You're going to look at things from a different perspective. And when you do, I think it's going to help you get more centered, but really compassion and love as well, because that comes in with the Ace of Cups too. Really showing yourself self-care, self-love, compassion towards yourself, kindness towards yourself. Not beating yourself up that you've been in this situation. It is what it is. You're there. Why beat yourself up now? All you can do is look at it from a different perspective and change it, right? So let's get, and easier said than done, all right? You know, I just said like, oh, that's just going to be so easy. No, I understand. It's not. For some people, I always say they can do things at a snap, and others it takes longer. It's not a race. You do it in your own time. Additional advice and guidance. Look, it's energy. Oh, with fear. I almost feel like it's, but what's through the door? Oh, that seems very calm and peaceful and happy and harmonious and quiet. I'm used to all this. I'm used to all the chaos. When we're used sometimes to chaos, it's hard to just slow things down and balance it because we don't know what it's like to just be calm, going with the flow, right? That can be scary for some people. So you may want to take a good hard look at that and really think, okay, well, what does this? It doesn't mean that you can't be busy. You just need to be balanced while doing it, right? You need to be centered. You just can't be here, there, and everywhere. Or you just do it in a more, it's almost like, you know, a schedule. Maybe for some of you, you have to make a schedule for yourself. You have to plan things ahead of time so that it doesn't get too chaotic. You know, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean you have to slow down, Aries. Sometimes you are a lot of energy, all right? You love to go, go, go. You love to be out there doing things. You love to take initiative on things and being active, but you just may have to do it in a more controlled. I don't know if controlled so I think just, yeah, controlled might be the right word for you, Aries, just in a more controlled, contained way, which is centered energy. And look, here we have Six of Wands. That's what's going to bring you the success. Okay, that's what's going to bring you the harmony, the peace, the success, the advancement, whatever you want to call it. That's what it's going to bring you in the end, which means you're going to get to here, but there's going to be you're just going to have to change things up a little bit. Okay. And it might just be, I still don't think I'm saying exactly what it is. You need to schedule, maybe. And that sometimes can be hard for Aries, but you need to schedule your time, your day, whatever. Give it a shot anyway and just see how it works out. But this can be in any area of your life, all right? But let's get one last card here for the last bit of advice. Shamanic journey. Here we are. Purpose, attunement, vision quest. All right. I love this. It's a 5. That's change. That's making the change. But what I love here, does it mean you need to become a shaman? No, it doesn't. Does it mean you need to go on a shamanic journey? Not necessarily. But you need to do things in your life with purpose and with vision rather than just willy-nilly. Okay. And, you know, some of you may relate to that and some of you may not. Okay. Maybe, you know, if this isn't you, this might not necessarily be your message this time, but you can also look at these as individuals too. And in order for you to have success in your life, forget all this. Maybe you just need to release your fear and get that energy up in the light and positive, right? That could be your message. Just this could be your message. But it also does tie together too, Aries. But yeah, things, and that's why I said like scheduling, purpose. There needs to be purpose and vision here as you're doing things. And I think that's what's going to bring you more centered energy and allow you a little more time for care and compassion for yourself. So thank you for being here, Aries. I really appreciate your time coming to this reading. And I will see you for your other August reading towards the end of the month.